Good morning. Happy Earth Week. My name is Nancy Blade, and I will be coming to Euclid Avenue in July to serve you as pastor and to be your church friend. In anticipation of our meeting, I want to tell you a little about myself and my family. I was born and raised in the south suburbs of Chicago and graduated from Homewood Flossmoor High School a few years ago. I'm not going to tell you when. I went to college in DeKalb and graduated with a bachelor's in political science after that. My calling to the ministry was kind of a surprise to me, but it wasn't to my parents, who had raised me in the United Methodist Church. They could see that I had a passion for the church and a love for Jesus. I attended Garrett Evangelical right after I got my calling, and that's where I received my Master's of Divinity back in the 80s. And since then, I have served in parish ministry across the Northern Illinois Conference. I do have interests outside the church. I love to garden and preserve what I make. I like to experiment with a variety of international dishes. I play classical music on the piano. I like to read interesting novels with a book club. I explore history down many rabbit holes. I love games, and I would love to go to a ball game with you. And of course, I root for the Bears, even when they're not in a winning season. My children are in their early 20s, and they have begun their post-college careers. Jerry, my firstborn, is a band teacher currently in Tucson, Arizona, where her fiancé is finishing her doctorate in music performance. My youngest is a scientist in biochemistry and an EMT. Evan is his name, and he will graduate in May from Boston University. We're going to meet as a family there, and we're so proud of what he's been able to do with his young life. With kids in different time zones, I find myself with a little bit of time on my hands, and so I've filled it with work for the annual conference and for the United Methodist Creation Justice Movement. If Bishop Shireen allows me to stay on as trustee chair for another year, I'll be able to continue my work in the annual conference. But my hopes are to turn my focus to full-time for justice for people and the land. I want to bring my connections that I have made in recent years across the nation back to Northern Illinois and to the churches and help us develop sustainable life. When I come in July, I will be listening to you. As one of the premier churches for justice and creation in the annual conference, you can teach me so much about what works and what doesn't work in this community. I am coming from a long ministry in the western part of the conference, but I was born in the suburbs. And I love the ministry an active community allows. The time between my arrival and now will go quickly. Enjoy the ministry of Pastor Tony while you have him. I will be praying for you and anticipating the fun we will have exploring God's Word and God's work in the world. Have a wonderful Earth Day tomorrow. God bless you.